Hello everybody, it is Pleasure here, and welcome to talk with me and you guys in it. Just kind of want to make it personal, and first thing is in the background, I'm on Happy HG, or Happy Hunger Games, just messing around with the parkour. Second thing is, um, testing out my microphone and messing with settings, because I've noticed it's been kind of wonky with my new computer. I wonder if it's just because of, what's it, the different sound driver thing I have installed on it, because it's Realtek. I think I have the same one on my laptop, but I had more settings, so like I actually make my voice stand out a lot better. I just have to listen to it. Um, I just always thought, like, right now, just my voice sounds not like it should compared to the last setup apparently I had. Like what I noticed when I'm playing around with Michael and Cody, the audio goes from uh, like pretty decent sounding, and then it goes to when I'm playing with them, I'm kind of squeakier. They're pretty clear. I'm not as clear. Um, so it's just weird and wonky. Um, it's like the Goldilocks and the Three Bears type of thing, where it's either too much, too little. It's almost never just right, but if it is, it takes quite a bit to get to it. The last thing is, like I said, this is just kind of like a one-on-one conversation with you guys. So there's kind of a lot I'm going to try and throw in here. One, it's let's start off with my game. I'm trying to allocate more time. There's a lot of ideas I have that I want to throw out there. I think I'm going to live stream the concept, and then the building of the game I'm actually going to live stream with you guys, because one, I think that's going to be a fun experience for the both of us, because I can sit here and start building up this connection to you guys, and it also kind of shows you the process I'm going through, because these little small scale things, like that little tree I did where it was cut down, or like you could cut it down, yeah, that's all cool and all, but I have to go through and I have to animate the different types of trees I have, and I'm going to see if I can actually kind of just do it in there, see if it copies over to all the other ones. So that's going to be a miniature test I do to the side. Just duplicate an object, put some game logic on it, and see if it will copy all the settings, because that would be huge and it would be super helpful, because as you saw, that took an hour, but that was from scratch, just right off my head. I started working on it like another, or the current tree, that was the tree model I used then was an older one, but the newest one I have, I started piecing it together. It was, I want to say, like 10-15 minutes. I got it almost up and running, but I had to go do something else. But there's a lot of ideas I need to start working on. There's a lot of modeling that's involved. Like, I need to start modeling up an axe, and then you need to make a player model, animate it so that it has your walking animation, it has your axe swinging animation, which is basically just your arm attached to, like, the arm would be a separate object, and it just draw the object of, like, the tool you're using. Anyways, the whole point I'm getting at is, if any of you are willing to help, I can kind of care less if none of you do help, but if you are wanting to, one, not only will you be credited to the game, two, I can release some free content to you, maybe give you a little bit of the profit if I do start selling it. And the last thing is, or the thing to let me know if you're wanting to do it is just comment in this video, or even any of my Blender videos saying, hey, hey, I want to help you. I'd reply to you, try and private message you. Just say, hey, here's some of my contact information. Hit me up. Give me a day that you want to start working on things, or if you have files that you send me, do this. Other than that, that's pretty much it. The other thing, okay, so the next thing is, I've been kind of busy, but not in the sense where I'm just like drop dead busy, where I'm completely filled up, where I get home and I'm, in my room doing homework, then go downstairs, eat dinner, come back up and go to bed type of thing. I do have like 2 or 3 hours by myself. With that, I'm either usually playing with Michael or Cody by myself, or even just messing around about looking at YouTube videos, or just all that random things. And I'm gonna try and start dedicating an hour to let you guys in on what I'm doing. Let it be live streaming, let it just be like a 20-30 minute video, let it just be something. I'm gonna try and start probably thinking up a schedule I can probably do. It's not the best thing. I'm like, oh, I'm only gonna upload on certain days, because yeah, it works out. You can look at some of the more famous YouTubers, like let's say Vanoss, for example, uploads one every 2-3 days, and he's still doing successful. I can't even remember his name, but there's people out there who only upload videos periodically, but they're doing it in a sense where this is a certain date. Let's say Smosh again, for example. They have their like normal skit thing that they do, which is on Fridays. They do behind the scenes on Saturdays, and then they do kind of whatever, kind of just scrambled in there. But those are like certain deadline dates. Hey, we're gonna do this. And that's what I'm kind of thinking is saying, hey, this day, this day, this day is when I'm gonna try and put something out. It's probably gonna be during the weekdays. Weekends might be packed, but I will try and put some content up. Might even record multiple videos and just upload them every single day. But and with that, for some content ideas, I'm thinking I'm running a lot of these games actually pretty decently. Like I have Team Fortress. I'm running that max settings, like 60 frames a second, something like that. I see if I can start recording that. I don't know if you guys will like it. There's a game called Blockade, which is basically like if Minecraft and some random FPS shooter had a baby together, as bad as that sounds. It's actually kind of fun, because what you can do is you can dig your own tunnels, build your walls and stuff, and actually start modifying the battlefield and change it into your favor. So that might happen. I might be able to record League of Legends if I actually get good at it. Unturned, maybe. I will have to lower down some of the settings. Running that kind of mixed high settings. I'm planning on going out, either buying a MSI GTX 950 or MSI GTX 960, because both will be running really high. Like I was looking at this guy play Battlefield on Battlefield 4 on the 950, he was running everything on ultra 1080p. My monitor only supports 720, so it's even better performance. But at 1080p, he was running Battlefield 4 max settings, about 90ish frames per second, a little bit of bouncing depending on where he was. The 960 was about 120, and it's for about $10 more, $20 more. So we're just gonna contemplate on that. The other thing I'm gonna probably put in my computer is maybe 8 more gigs of RAM, so I'd have 16. It just all depends. I need to earn a lot of money. I am in debt, basically. So what happened is I went out and bought, I had so much money in my pocket, and when I went out, I was like, okay, let's go look at the parts. Basically, the processor I was gonna get was actually a little bit more expensive. I was eyeballing it. The motherboard, the price looks like it was starting to go up, and I'm glad I got it when I did. It's only about $90 when now it's like 100, 110. My processor, it's been about the same price, about another like $90-ish, I want to say. It's the AMD FX 6300. My RAM was about 30, and then so I walked out of this computer parts or this electronic store owing my parents like $80, right? So I paid for majority. They only needed about $80 because of mail rebate thing, so lucked out there. I ended up needing a new power supply. I thought mine was a 24 and an 8 pin, and it wasn't. And I didn't have any PCIe graphics cards, so I found a $30 of a graphics card in there and a $50 power supply. So it was 150, just paid them off 20. So slowly but surely, I'm bringing down the price. I could bring it to $90 if I wanted to, but I've sat there and I thought about it. Whatever money I'm gonna get paid, I'm gonna split it in half, give them half the money paid off. The other half's gonna start being reserved for, the other half's gonna be reserved for upgrading my computer, so buying RAM, buying the graphics card. Now my brother, he might see him in a couple of my videos because he got his computer up and running and might be able to record with him. But yeah, other than that, pretty much good. But for more content ideas, I could go play some random online games. Could start downloading a couple more on the internet randomly. Could go give Brawlhalla another shot. That was a weird game in itself. Could explore some of the other ones that they have out, maybe Dota, but don't necessarily want to play it. I have this Elytra freefall map. It's like a capture the monument, but except it's not like your traditional like Vex super hostile map, for example, where it's just like packed full of mobs. It's just you flying around with your Elytra through these big long tunnels, and that once you hit the end, get your wool, and you're pretty much set. So that might work. Like I said, Blender stuff, playing any type of game, and that's pretty much it. Also, just talking about generic computer upgrades, and if you can, seriously, go get the MSI 950 gaming motherboard with the AMD FX 6300 processor. It's pretty good. I saw that there's like an unlocked version or a souped up version of it that was like 3.9 gigahertz. I'm honestly okay. If you're willing to spend that 10-20 extra dollars, go for it. And then you build up your computer from there, and you're pretty well set. So thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. Have a good day. Bye bye.